And we're back. Week 40. Damn, I really missed all the 30 weeks. Well, you can tell by the title of the video, if you actually watched last week, I got the trophy. So, do some thumbnail things. Okay. So, yeah, it went well. I'll go through the story of how it went down on the day and a little bit about this week. I think I might be a bit close. So, yeah, it shouldn't be too long of a video. Had a pretty fun week. It's obviously late and I'm recording this late. I'm going to edit it tomorrow as well. So originally there wasn't going to be a footy game to go through because we had a bye. However, this is after the game on the same day that I am recording this. So I'll put that to the side. I don't need to be holding it the whole time, but I'll talk about that in a sec. We'll start with last week on Saturday. I wouldn't normally be talking about it. I went out Friday night with a few mates and a few people to watch the Socceroos play, and we went out for the entire night and stayed out into the city until the game. That was lots of fun. Then Saturday came because we didn't have a game, watched the reserves and seniors play. Then we had an event that night, reverse draw. Basically, it's like everyone's in a raffle, except if your number gets drawn, you're eliminated. Last man standing wins. I made the final two. Had a discussion with the other guy. There was $2,000 for the winner. We decided to split it 500 and 1,500, and I came second, so I got the $500, which is cool to come away with something. The odds of that were very, very slim. There are lots of tickets and not much of a prize pool. Like the expected value is about probably 15 to 20% of what you buy. So obviously it's not really a maths thing. You're not doing this to actually gamble your money. You're doing this to support the club. I just got insanely lucky. Then comes Sunday, where my main focus was this 3-point contest. I got there about 10-15 minutes before. Everyone's got their own rebounders and basketballs. Anyways, we split into men and women, and I was going to be the first to shoot, which is fine. The clock started, so it's a 70 seconds. You got to go around, do 25 shots, 5 at each spot. The clock started before I was even ready. I wasn't even behind the 3-point line. They started the clock and they said, "Oh, and go." So I went behind the arc. I had one less rebound and one less ball than I could have had, and I shot pretty all right, but I didn't even get to finish my 25 shots. So I got 14 out of 25, which wasn't bad, but I didn't get to shoot all my shots. And I'm like, shit, I might get eliminated. Obviously, top 2, by the way, make finals. So then I was just hoping that I can make top 2 and then have another run at it. The guy that was passing for me gave me some pretty nice passes, and he was shooting next. So I decided, very fair, I gave him some nice pristine passes, and he finished on 15. He finished the entire thing. Great. Anyways, it's just down to fate. If I came second, I came second, and I did. All of the other shooters scored less than 14. I was absolutely shocked. So went down 2 ends. I got more rebounders, more basketballs, like the right amount. I started behind the 3-point line. I was ready to go when they said 3, 2, 1. And the next round, I had 18 threes out of 25. And the other guy then got like 12 or 13. So I got the trophy. I will probably spend a little bit of time editing, so I'll show the photos and the nice words that the association gave me for winning. Obviously heading into champ this season. Got my first game this Sunday rather than Division 1, so it should be a big jump and a fun jump. But yeah, those are the 2 things that happened last weekend. Pretty exciting. It's been a long time since I've even gotten a trophy from sport. And then throughout the week, it's my first week back at uni. So another pretty exciting thing. So I've split my week Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, 4 hours on each day. And I've sort of structured it around so I can go gym in certain breaks, so I can go gym before on certain days, so I can go to AFL training after on Thursday because my university is really close to footy training, all that stuff. So it's really structuring my week pretty nicely. And I'm working around it with all my other stuff, with heading into work, my part-time job, and heading to gym and making sure my body is right and this, that, the other. So I actually had a really fun week this week, and I'm actually starting to really enjoy uni, which is great. I didn't think I'd enjoy it this much, but this trimester should be a lot of fun because the content and the business course, while it's still uni, it's on the easier side. You know, it's not a med or like a really, really high-end law course. So I'm gonna have to change my battery. I'll be right back in a sec. Okay, new battery, we're back. So yeah, overall, uni, reverse draw went well, 3-point contest went well. And then we had our football game just now against Chelsea Heights, which was a lot of fun. We won by 40 points in the end. I know, a comfortable win. It wasn't comfortable because it was close throughout the whole game. I will say that is due to us not taking some opportunities that we definitely could have made. But that happens in football games where sometimes you've got all the momentum and then they go down and they happen to kick a miraculous goal and the ball lives in your forward half, but it stays kind of close. But just really proud of everyone at the end of the day to keep the foot on the gas and just until the end of the game to win and win in the fashion that we did. In the last quarter, there was really strong wind to one direction, which we had in the second and fourth quarter. And the ball did not really leave our forward half in that last quarter. So it was a lot of fun to get a win, but got bigger games in the upcoming weeks that I do believe we can win. So it's a real testament to how much we have grown as a team. The round one, even though we had pretty much a full squad in the sense that we had a bench, we lost by 40 points to this same team. We versed them again. This time we beat them by 40 points in their home deck. And I think that does really reflect how far we've come as a team. We've obviously got a few, as I said in the last video, some players that we didn't have at the start of the year, either back from injury or that we've recruited, which have been, there's no way to understate those players that coming into the team, what an impact they've had, and development and the boys gelling together. We played our first game. We're still trying to learn each other's names. So, and with the footy, it's a really weird thing because it feels like everything's starting to come together, but at the same time, the season's about to end. And for myself, I age out, so I won't be able to play with these guys again. But yeah, those are my real main updates. And you can see the consistency, even though this video was a bit late, that I am back on the weekly videos. If you want to watch them, you can. If you don't, you don't. So yeah, if you can tell, I'm going out. I've got 2 parties tonight. I've got a 21st and a 20th. So I do got to get going. But I'll edit this tomorrow, chop it up and put it up on YouTube. And I'll see you guys later this week. Got to try to get some more stuff done because there's not going to be interesting stuff to talk about every week, like a 3-point contest, a reverse draw. So long story short, I got to get stuff done. Anyways, as always, have a phenomenal week. I hope you had a phenomenal week. Work harder than you ever have and do something you've never done. I will see you guys in a week for week 41.